It's Monday. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at noon. The deadliest whitewater season in nearly a decade has claimed another 3 lives over the weekend. Yesterday, a 51-year-old woman died on the Upper Colorado on the Pump House to Radium stretch when her raft flipped. Her family is from the Kremling area. On Saturday, a man died on the Arkansas River near Salida when his raft flipped on a Class 3 rapid. He was likely caught upside down in the raft. On Friday, a man fell from his inflatable canoe on the Colorado River in Eagle County. He likely suffered a heart attack. Colorado Parks and Wildlife claims 15 reported whitewater fatalities statewide this year. That is now tied with 2014 for the most in recent history. Nationwide, whitewater deaths have been climbing consistently in recent years, reaching a record high last year. The Colorado Sun points to one main factor: more people on the rivers from record high commercial visits and private trips. The Eisenhower Tunnel set another new high mark this weekend. Yesterday, in 24 hours, nearly 50,500 cars traveled I-70 through Summit. That's busier than last Sunday, the previous high, by 3,000 cars. In 3 days this weekend, it was more than 142,000 cars. That's another summer high, 8.5% busier than last weekend, 14% busier than last year. Town of Dillon is feeling good about a shared parking plan at the post office. Town officials met with the postmaster Friday, one day after more than a dozen cars were towed during the Trevor Hall concert. The two are meeting again in coming days to hammer out a plan. Until then, you will get towed for concert parking at the post office. Use the amphitheater or the marina lots, or find another way into town. Hikers beware. We still have a whole lot of snow out there. Summit Rescue Group was in the field after dark on Saturday, helping a backpacker suffering altitude sickness in the Gore Range. Rescuers were post-holing up to their thighs at and above tree line. Meanwhile, to our west, 2 wildfires erupted over the weekend, fanned by whipping winds and temps in the 90s. A wildfire near Parachute quickly burned more than 200 acres on Saturday before slurry bombers and ground crews choked it off. The Post-Independent reports that fire is now mostly contained. Yesterday near Rifle, sparks from an ATV caused a brush fire. It burned about 10 acres. Coming to Colorado Mountain College in Breckenridge today are state lawmakers Dillon Roberts and Julie McCluskey. They'll be answering your questions about property taxes and what is being done to combat the fallout from the COVID real estate boom. Today's property tax panel starts at 5 o'clock at CMC in Breck. Local fire danger remains low today in Summit County with no fire restrictions. In sports, the Rockies are back tomorrow for the Dodgers. And in local sports, brought to you by Cassandra Schultz and Associates with American Family in Dillon, the 4th of July is almost a week away with 2 classic events coming to Breckenridge, the Independence Day 10K Trail Run and the Firecracker 50 Mountain Bike Race. There are still spots available for both. Get signed up at racebreck.com. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.